Hi and welcome to the channel. I recently reread the 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. The book highlights the key to achieving success in any facet of life, and that is to have the 10x mentality when it comes to setting goals and taking massive action. So let's dive straight in. We all seek success in life, whether it be in relationships, health, wealth, business, or our career. Ultimately, success is important because it represents growth. Life without growth or progress becomes dull. Far too often though, success is treated as an option, and that is why most people don't live up to their full potential. There are always excuses or justifications as to why success may not have been achieved. Instead, the book recommends viewing success as one's duty and obligation. It is far better to step into the realms of the 10x mentality and raise one's game. The first step to achieve desirable results is to set appropriate goals. The problem that we usually face is that we tend to underestimate what we can achieve. We look for options that are good enough or realistic. Sadly, these good enough or realistic standards may be influenced by our own upbringing, past experiences, or just by conforming to societal norms. By doing so, we ultimately limit ourselves. Rather, we should go against the trend and set high goals. And by believing in the high standards or goals themselves, only then would that fuel the need for massive action. When setting goals, ensure that they align with your life purposes and don't just focus on one aspect of life, i.e., only focusing on one's career while neglecting the family or your health. You can always raise the standards of your goals by reading about successful people or even seeking mentors. Once you are clear on your goals, write them down and then you are ready to take the next step. Now, it's time for 10x action. Personally, I have seen many who work very hard but don't get very far, or at least as far as they can. This is because either the goals are not set high enough, or the actions taken are not targeted towards achieving the specific goals in mind. That is why, before going full throttle into action mode, make sure you are clear on what each action will bring in return. Always ask, how will the action that you take propel you further along the path towards your goal? Because 10x action requires a lot of work with unrelenting force. For example, let's say you want to start a business and you have a good product. Ultimately, the product won't sell unless you market and make sales calls. So, instead of making 2 to 3 sales calls per day, you need to supercharge by making 20 to 30 calls per day. As the book mentions, it is not the competition that is the problem, it is obscurity. I would also add that since increasing the amount of work that needs to be done may be limited by the amount of time that you have, it is important to be super organized and efficient. Personally, I ensure that I am in deep work mode, where I am super focused to complete the task at hand, all within a certain time frame. If you wish to explore this concept of deep work, I will leave a video link to the summary at the end of this video. Remember, everyone has the same amount of time each day. Now, as you embrace the 10x mentality, be aware of these potential pitfalls. Number 1. External put-downs. People may call you greedy, ungrateful, or manic. That doesn't matter. Don't allow mediocre thinking to drag you down to their level. In addition, criticism is a sign of success. This is because you're starting to get noticed, and perhaps your own work ethics or ideas are starting to make people feel uncomfortable in their own mediocrity. I say, add wood to your fire and let the fire illuminate your path. The insecurities of others will cause them to either run away, while others may decide to join you by the warmth of your fire and raise their own game. 2. As you start setting high goals and taking big steps and massive action, you will start feeling fear and discomfort. Embrace these emotions. This means that you are breaking down old barriers. Take it from me. When I first started a YouTube channel, my heart was thumping. I was nervous about putting my work out, but I just did it and have not looked back since. Instead, I am now really excited about this journey to continue improving my skills and what I produce. So remember, fear is actually a nice checkpoint, and it serves to remind you that you are morphing into something bigger and better. The last part of this book reminds us that while we take action, excuses may come in the way. Just remember that these are mere justifications and not the reasons why we might fail to achieve our goals. So, why spend the energy limiting ourselves when we would be better served raising our game? Remember, the 10x rule is applicable to any facet of your life, and I've personally applied this rule to family time and my career, and I've found myself achieving greater life satisfaction in addition to better overall productivity. So with that, it's over to you, my friends, and may you too supercharge and achieve your wildest dreams. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video, and if you found value, please consider subscribing, commenting, or hitting the like button to support the growth of this channel. Take care and speak soon.